Namaste. Namaste, and welcome to Mindfulness Moment. This is a moment in our day that we carve out to come here now into our bodies, into our breaths, and into this very, very, very moment to see what's really happening, right? To see what's really happening. One of the most wonderful things about this practice of mindfulness is that you can take it anywhere, right? You can do it at any time. We take this moment to actually practice being aware of everything that we're doing, right? Being aware of wherever you are. So let's just begin in this moment. I happen to be in this beautiful, beautiful island in Florida, Anna Maria. It is just such a lovely day, and it's so wonderful to be able to practice everywhere and anywhere. So welcome, welcome. So go ahead and take your seat, sit nice and tall, and let's start with the check-in here. Like, feel how you're feeling, right? This seat can be taken on the floor. You could sit up in a chair if you wish. You could be taken at your desk, right? Wherever you happen to be. So go ahead and start to stir yourself around. Again, checking into the seat, checking in. How are you feeling in this moment? How is the body feeling? What's happening for you? And start to find your breath. That's the magic of this practice, right? When we come and use the tool of our breath, go ahead and round yourself back. And inhale forward, lift your chin. Exhale and round. That's really the practice, right? Each and every breath, exhaling, rounding. And it automatically brings us here, right? Reach your arms up, lift, 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 a big stretch here. Let your left hand drop onto the ground and the right arm goes way up and over. Turn your chest up to the sky and breathe deeply, inhaling and exhaling. Take another breath and reach the arms all the way up. Lift, 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 get nice and tall, moving through your muscles, the intercostal muscles, and then go up and over to the right-hand side. Just a little side bend here. Open up your chest. You can send your gaze to the sky and continue your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Come back up to the center. Reach, reach, reach. Typically at this time of the year, things are kind of busy. We're celebrating the holidays. Turn your palms forward and reach your arms up, taking this time, this little pause in your day, in your life, to feel this moment, to feel your breath, stretching your arms all the way to the sky, a deep and clear breath. Good. Take your hands, release your hands, and go ahead and flow into your wrists, rolling your wrists, making a little fist, shrug your shoulders up to your ears. And we'll continue with the movement, with the posturing. I'm going to come onto my hands and knees. I happen to have a blanket here. I'm not working with a yoga mat today. I have a blanket that I can put underneath my knees just to support myself. Again, you can do this standing if you wish. If you just stand nice and tall, you put your hands on your thighs. It's a great way to find this flow, this movement. So cat and cow. So we open up the chest on all fours. You could be standing. Exhale, round. Your tailbone goes way back to your spine. And then just continue flowing like this. Inhaling forward, filling up. Exhaling and rounding, letting go. Inhaling and exhaling. And the mindfulness is to feel your body. So if you want to start to kind of free flow here, I'm circling into my hips. Maybe there's a place that feels good to stretch for you. Maybe just relaxing your head down to the ground feels like a really beautiful option. Maybe you want to be taking a rest. You can pull your hips back into a child's pose. I love that mindfulness, this mindfulness practice, that it's just a pause, right? A moment to be here now in your body, in your breath. And continue to feel the breath. If you're standing, you might want to sit down in your chair and take a rest. We'll all rest together for a moment. There is a mindfulness in that practice, right? Just taking a moment to catch your breath, like literally, right? Join it, come into this moment, feel it moving through your body. Go ahead and stretch your arms forward, pull your hips back, and you can, again, come up onto your hands and knees. If you're standing, you might stand back behind the chair to support yourself. You put your hands on the back of the chair. We're going to extend the left leg back and then just push and pull here a little. Push and pull. Breathing in, breathing out, keeping the toes down of the left foot. Go ahead and lift that left leg up. You can bend the knee and start to lift that leg. Just lift and lift, lift. Feel the breath, feel the energy. Open up the leg, take it way out to the side and start to circle in your hip, right? So circle that leg bone all the way around in the socket of the hip. Feel the breath, moving in and out. And then gently step it forward. So if you're standing, you're in a lunge position. So you can step back away from the chair and just bring that left foot forward. Coming up, we're on the ground. I have my back knee onto the ground. Use your breath, lift your arms to the sky. And then you can play here. You can push forward. And then you can pull back, right? Put my hand on my hips to kind of balance, right? Push forward and then pull back, finding a little straightness in that front leg. You can even lift the ball of your front foot. Push forward and pull back. Opening up here, we'll take a twist. Put your hands on your heart together, right in front of your heart center, and then turn and twist to the left. I'm hooking my right elbow against my left thigh and lean way back into this. You can start to open up your spine, open and lift your gaze to the sky and feel your breath flowing in and out. Good. Come back up to the center, reach your arms all the way up. And then exhale, bring your hands, right? If you're down here on the ground with me, you can walk your hands to the inside of your front foot. If you're standing, you might try this too, just stepping back and just trying to lower your head, lower your arms right between, right on the inside of that left leg, and feel the stretch in your hips. Nice deep breath. Straightening your arms, go ahead and step, if you're standing, the foot back or your knee underneath you. And then go ahead and flow again, some cat and cowing here into the spine. And it's a great place to observe. This is also mindfulness, right? To observe the difference, right? The difference, what happened to the body, that stretch, that openness, that movement that we were just doing. And breathe in, breathe out. Let's take the right leg, do the same thing. You can push and pull, push and pull. Feel your breath here, opening up through the top of your chest. Lift that right leg off the ground, bend the knee, and then lift and lift and lift and lift, lift. Keep breathing. Feel the work. This is really good for your back. It's also really good for the hips. So go ahead and circle that leg around in the hip socket. One direction, the other direction, a few times like that. Using your breath, go ahead and step forward. Again, if you're standing, you'll be in a lunge position. Bring that right leg forward. You're down here on the ground. Let's push and pull a bit, right? I'm pushing forward. I'm pulling back. Again, you can even straighten and kind of lift up the ball of the right foot if that's accessible to you. Push forward, pull back. One more time, forward, and then go back. Coming up, we're going to come into a low lunge position here. Push and pull here. Float the arms to the sky, lean back. There's kind of a celebratory element to this pose, right? Anjalayasana. Here we are, breathing, opening the whole body. And this is the mindfulness, right? Just the fact that you're balancing in this position. Bring your hands to your heart and then turn and twist and turn and twist and really express it with your breath. Feel it with your breath. You can look up over that right shoulder and feel what you feel. Take a look around you, right? What are you doing? I'm literally looking up to a beautiful blue sky. Breathing. Good. Come back up to the center. Reach your arms up. And then drop the hands to the inside of that front foot. And this is a pretty intense stretch for the hips. You can bend your elbows, let your head and neck drop down and find some breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Go ahead and crawl your hands up. You can begin to step that foot or that knee back behind you underneath your hips, and then go ahead and flow. Cat and cow. Cat position and cow position. Widen your knees and take a rest. What is your resting position? Again, if you're standing, you might sit down in a chair. You might just take a forward bend here on the ground. Just relax. Pushing back the hips towards your heels into a child's pose. And practice mindfulness, right? Be here. Feel the sensations in your body. And it's such a wonderful practice, right? When we really get there, when we arrive here, things are typically okay, right? This moment, this breath, we leave everything else alone for a moment. Breathing. Carving in time for this, right? Just moments of pause in your day. Nice full breathing. In and out. Okay, go ahead and crawl your hands forward if you're on the ground. You can come up. We're going to come to standing. So go gently down on the ground. If you want to transition maybe through a posture, I'm just lifting my knees and slowly and gently rolling up, right? Rolling, coming to a standing position. I'm going to move my blanket off to the side so I have a nice clear space to work with. And we're going to do a few sun salutations. This is also such a lovely mindfulness practice, a way to move your body, to open things up. Go ahead and bring your big toes to touch today, and the heels can be separated slightly. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take some deep breaths here. Feel your breath. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky, lean back, open up, exhale, flow forward, diving into the forward bend, let go. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, go back down. Big breaths here. Inhale, rise back up, arms reaching to the sky, your palms meet, and then with an exhalation, your hands to your heart. So I'm counting and guiding the breath. Inhale up. Exhale, go down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, release right back down. Rise up on the inhale. The arms lift, the palms will meet as you exhale your hands to your heart. Here we are. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling back down. Rising all the way up, palms pressing at the top. Exhale your hands to your heart center. Again, close your eyes for a moment and find your breath. This is the mindfulness practice. Nice. Release your hands. Separate your feet. Excuse me. Separate your feet a little bit wider than your hips. It doesn't have to be your widest stance today. Using your breath, go ahead and slip the hands back behind you. Interlace your fingers. Lean back. Open the heart. Go ahead and exhale. We'll come down halfway. Stick your hips way back. Good for the lower back here. Opening up. Lift your arms to the sky. Let your head drop down to the ground. Take some breaths here. And then inhale, we're going to come up halfway and turn to the right. I'm going to straighten the right leg as I do that and lean back to the left. So you're really opening up the hip, the spine. Exhale, go back into the forward bend. Arms lift, your crown is down. Come back up halfway, turn and twist to the left side. Lean right, straighten that right leg or that left leg and open yourself up. Good, come back to the center, let your head drop down, let your arms drop down this time. And if this is appropriate, maybe walk your hands out. Pull your hips back. I'm going to bend my knees to do that. Walk the hands out, pull the hips back, moving towards a squatting position here, bending the knees pretty deeply, pushing those hips back. Be really kind and gentle to yourself here. Nice full breaths in and out. You can crawl your hands up onto your thighs, and let's continue the movement of cat and cow in this wide-legged stance. Open your chest, rounding, opening, Exhaling. And again, down, down, down you go. Come into the forward bend. Bring your hands to the back of your legs. You might give yourself a little massage there. Let the head go. Open your eyes, right? You're in a forward bend. Things are upside down. What do you see here? Press down into the ground and then gently rise back up. Heel toe your feet together. Heel toe your feet together. Again, big toes are touching, hands to heart center. Practice of mindfulness. So we're in the holiday season. If you're celebrating with family, with friends, maybe you're celebrating by yourself, finding moments of mindfulness, right? Finding moments of mindfulness as we move through this busy time of the year. Keep breathing. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, lift up. Exhale, flow forward, hands reaching to the side, head and neck are down. You're in a forward bend. Inhale, come up halfway. We're going to go back down. If it's comfortable for you, you can come down onto the ground. If you want to go up into your seat, you can do these next few poses there as well. We're just going to do a little stretching of the legs. So I'm coming down, I'm preparing my seat, put my blanket underneath my cushion and then sitting myself up on top of the cushion. So if you're in a chair, you can do this too. So take your legs out, kind of dig the heels into the ground. I'm keeping my knees bent a bit. Right. Heels are down into the ground, legs are nice and wide. Put your hands on your thighs, try to squeeze the legs together. At the same time, you're pushing out with the hands. So put some energy into this, a little resistance there. Heels are into the earth, arms lift, take the arms out into a big, beautiful V, and feel the energy right through the tips of your fingers, through the whole of the body. Stay nice and long and spacious in the torso, and then flow forward, right? We're hinging forward at the waist, and then you can drop your head, and there might be a little rounding going on. So if you're in a chair, you can grab the ankles. Down here on the ground, I got the outer edges of my feet. Now I can begin to try to straighten the legs a bit and keep the flow of breath. This should feel good and spacious for your lower back. Check in. Deep breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Good, and then gently rise back up. You keep your legs wide, reach your arms all the way up, left hand down, right arm goes up and over to the left side. Come back up to the center. Arms in a V, right hand goes down. If you have a chair, you can just grab the side of the chair and then take that side bend. So we create all of this space in the body. Hands down, go ahead and bring your legs together. Bend your knees wherever you are. If you're in a chair, grab the seat of the chair. If you're down here on the ground, push your hands back behind you. You can even turn your fingers towards your hips if that feels okay. And lift your chest, lift your heart, your throat. Exhale, drop your chin to your chest. And do this a few times. Inhaling, lifting up, creating this openness, this spaciousness in the upper body. Rooting down through the feet. Feel that. If you're on the ground, even in the chair, you might lift the pelvis off the ground. Look up. Exhale, drop the hips and come forward. Do that a few times. Up you go. And exhale and back down. One more time. Inhaling, up, up, up you go. Lift the pelvis. And exhale and coming back, coming back. Good. Roll your shoulders, shrug your shoulders. Take some rolls of the head here. Let go. Take the head in the opposite direction. Chin to your chest. Just opening up, opening up. Nice. Again, shrug your shoulders, sit nice and tall. This time we're going to take another forward bend. This time the legs are together. Heels are digging in. Reach your arms up, 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 and then again, flow forward. This time you might feel your ribs on your thighs, right? Pressing against your thighs. Grab the outer edges of your feet, look forward, and then slowly, slowly, you might start to straighten your legs. If you're in the chair, your knees will probably be bent a bit, and then pull yourself into this forward bend gently and mindfully. And continue to breathe. Let go. Try to relax your face and your jaw. Soften the tip of your nose. And just feel the flow of breath moving up and over your body, to the back of your legs, into your spine, right out through the crown of the head. And deep, clear breaths. In and out. Gently coming up, and a little shrug of your shoulders. Head and neck are relaxed. So the movement, the posturing in the mindfulness practice is designed to really help us to come to this moment, right? The mindfulness meditation practice. So go ahead and set yourself up well. Again, a seat can be here on the ground. You can be cross-legged. Maybe you're kneeling. Maybe that's a better seat for you. Always, of course, you can sit in a chair. You can sit wherever. You can begin to still the body. I'm taking a cross-legged position. This is an easy seat, they call it, right? Kind of crossing the legs one on top of the other. Press down into the ground, sit nice and tall. Hands down, right? So we instruct everything, anything in this practice, right? You feel the posturing, your spine is upright. We work a mudra, the hands. You know where you want to put your hands today. Maybe it is down. Maybe the hands will feel better if they're up. Maybe you take the thumb and index finger to touch. Today I'm going down. And we instruct here the gaze, the drishti. Let the drishti begin to soften inward, and let the eyes relax. Let the eyes relax. The eyelids can get heavy. And stay steady. Stay steady. Often when we come to these moments of spaciousness, these moments of quiet, right away the mind might take us away. Right away the body. Maybe we have to fix our clothing, or we want to fidget a bit. See if you can just let yourself stay. Stay here now and breathe deeply in and out. And it's just this breath. This is the practice. This is the whole practice, to stay present in the breath. So just follow it. Again, if the body is distracted, if the mind is distracted, then simply recognize that and again come back here. So you can stay and simply be with your breath. And keep coming back again and again. This is the practice of mindfulness. This is the path. Just watching, experiencing, being in your breath. Start to deepen your breath now. Be intentional. You feel that flow, excuse me, undulating up the spine and back down the spine. Start to add the head and the neck. Drop your chin to your chest as you exhale. And then as you inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest. Exhaling. Inhaling. Go ahead now, add the arms. The arms lift to the sky, a big stretch, opening up. Go ahead and bring your hands together in a prayer. We do this practice for the benefit of all beings. May all beings be safe. May all beings be healthy. And may all beings be free. Keeping your hands pressing as you exhale, your hands right back here to your heart center. A full breath. And exhale. Namaste to you. Namaste. Thank you so much for the privilege and the honor of guiding you through this practice this day. I wish you and your family a healthy, joy-filled holiday season. Thank you so much, and I look forward to practicing with you again soon. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.